Hi, welcome to our little leadership lounge. My name's Keith Jackson. These little talks are going to be tasters of material that we'll be presenting in our leadership schools as we hope to help to train leaders and pastors in Emmanuel Assemblies in South Africa and further afield with Elim across Southern Africa. So our first little chat today is about our permission to lead. In Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, God says of humanity, let them rule. We have a divine permission to be leaders. Many of us will feel like Moses, though, when he encountered God in the form of the burning bush. We read about this in Exodus chapter 3 and 4. He felt inadequate and unprepared to lead the people, and yet God called him to do so. Many potential leaders in the Bible were afraid. They didn't feel qualified. They didn't feel anointed. They didn't feel that they had everything, all the answers. And you might feel like that as well as you begin to answer the call of God on your life. Moses presents in those 2 chapters of the Bible 5 excuses why he should not lead. The first one is his own identity. He didn't feel qualified. Who am I that you should come and ask me? God says it doesn't really matter who you think you are. I have called you and I am with you. You know, when someone is called into leadership, into Christian ministry, they are not the finished article. In many ways, we never will be. What we discover is that God recognizes the potential in us and calls that out of us. Moses' second excuse was one of intimacy. He says, who are you? He doesn't really know who God is. He has a very undeveloped idea about who God is. And God reveals himself to him and says, I am who I am. Every Christian leader needs to have an intimate relationship with God. Moses didn't know everything there was to know about God any more than we do. But the leader needs to know God beyond where they currently are, and to be able to lead the people towards that horizon. Moses' third excuse was one of intimidation. What if they don't listen to me? What if they just ignore me? What if they push me away? Leading your peers can be one of the most challenging things that you will ever be called to do. Initially, they may not respect you, but when they begin to see the fruit of God and what he's doing in your life and ministry and through your leadership, they will follow. That's why it's going to be important as we go through these talks that you learn how to build a track record with those who you lead. Moses had another excuse. It was one of inadequacy. He says, I've never been able to speak. I stutter. I fumble my words. I don't feel good in public. He felt inadequate. Who would follow him if he doesn't speak well? God reminds him that it's he who will put the words in his mouth. See, leadership isn't just about speaking. It's not about what we do behind a pulpit or on a seminar or online. It's about life. Live properly, live with integrity, and then actually God will make up the rest. Finally, Moses struggles with inferiority. He says, I know you can find someone else. He compared himself to everybody else. He looked at those who are more competent than him. He didn't feel up to the task. And God says, okay, I'll let Aaron go with you, your brother, but I am calling you. You're going to be the leader here. You see, my friend, there's always going to be people who are better than you. They're better speakers, better entrepreneurs, better looking, funnier, more gifted. In leadership, though, you need to know that you are called, and you need to know your strengths and honor those, and honor the potential that also God has placed in others. 5 excuses. Which one do you use to disobey the calling of leadership upon your life? And will you let God speak into that to be able to release you into the future that he has for you?